try and get you back here a little bit, bring you up to speed. The angles, the boards work really nice. That matches the angle I was going for. And it's exactly the same over here. And I think we all know how important that is. Slide it under that clamp. There we go. Okay. So what I'm debating now is this is sticking out a little bit too far. I like when I see those rods coming up with the reflector right here to help give the driver guidance where the corner is. Do I leave that stick out, or should I do another notch right off of this headlight and turn this corner in, same angle in? I think I like that idea. Now that just makes it a nice, softer, even more aerodynamic at top speed of 55 mile an hour. But I think that would look good. And then I'm going to put some skirting coming underneath here, straight back to close up this gap. Okay. And one other thing I had noticed, let me bring this to your attention. I am the same 1/4 inch above the frame rail. You can see how the inch gap height difference there to there. So what's going on underneath there? Are the mounts worn out for this side over here? I tried picking up on it. I didn't feel any play. Now, I don't know if I'm strong enough to pick it up and feel the play in there. Not gonna hit anywhere. Okay. So what's going on here? So I'll look for something worn out here, or possibly bent. Comparing this side. That could be all it is. Maybe I'll take a tape measure and measure from here to the bracket and do that on the other side. I have to get this all closed back up. I was working on the headlights. This is what I'm up to today. Quite a rainy day out. And I know this isn't going to air for a long time. It's just before Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas, everybody. And always, always, always thank you for tuning into our channel and helping it grow, and I feel be very successful. Okay, it's kind of cold in here. Okay, so I'm just going to come over 21 inches. From my bend. So 21, that'll leave me with about 6 inches, 6 1/8 inches. So now, I want these bends the same. So we go like that. I think that'll look nice. I don't have any way to roll this to match that. This is the best that I can do. goes there, and this one goes here. A little bit shorter on this side, maybe I'll follow the inside. Take that material out. Duplicate it over here. Right there. Here's my 21. And right there. Get the right angle. Okay. So just like yesterday, cut these out, heat it up, and bend it. Let's head back over to the work table and get it done. Okay. Now I told you I wasn't going to bore you with a lot of this, so I'm just filming bits and pieces. I got my corners welded up. Cut my angles and bent. So I have layout done here. Let's go ahead and make these notches and take those out and bend them. So I always do a practice stroke on it. Make sure my hands are positioned where I want them to get a nice, steady, straight cut. All right, let's heat it up. I'll get this cherry red across here. And then, that's such a small piece, I put a crescent wrench on this to get some leverage to bend. Straighten it down a little bit. There we go. And that got me away from the camera just a little bit. Okay, don't touch that. That is hot. Get the camera rolling. You can see I bent it all the way around with just a little bit of pressure. I can put on that and tack weld that. This side's about the same. So it's a good angle. Going good. Let's do a quick video of welding this up. It's amazing how fast all this turns into a spaghetti mess. And grab So same thing as the plasma cutter. I do like a practice swipe. And I'll start from the inside here and lay it, pushing it, going up, straight up. As I'm pushing it, sometimes I'll weave it back and forth ever so slightly to get it penetrating into each piece of steel. How's that for an amateur welder? Okay, so time to curve these. I'm just looking for something round, about the right size. Saw the grinder sitting here. Nip that corner off. Now I can just take this and duplicate it on all four corners. Almost lunchtime. Practice right around. Just cup all that, rotate it right in my hand, resting on the piece of metal. Okay, there it is, all cleaned up. I'm really glad I bent those ends. Let's get it over here and see what it looks like. Okay. About where it's going. And let's throw another one on this side. Well, what do you think? Oh, let me show you something. I think it is perfect. The end of the bumper is just past this, middle of the rubber. Oh, nice. I'd say heavy middle. It could go that way an 1/8 of an inch. Boy, I really like how that wraps around there. All right, I'm gonna get a measurement and I'll go get my metal sheared. I'm gonna put some skirting underneath here. And if I had to guess 3 inches, why don't we go 4 inches? Then that'll give me something to weld to. We'll put 4 inches right underneath there. Give it a turn, and then I'll radius that off. Doesn't appear to be hitting anything underneath there. All right, let's go with 4 inches. And then a lot of times I see them with a skirt coming down here across. I don't know that I'll do all that, especially since I want to get to those hooks right under here, which I still can. They're right there. And if I do a skirt, I could notch it out. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, I got it positioned exactly where I wanted it. I cut some shims and raised it up about a half of an inch to get my bracket away from this roll. Now I'm sitting on the flat on both sides, and when I roll the clip over, it still doesn't hit it. So now I have 6 bolt holes in here that I need to drill. Let me show you how I did the other ones. I think it'll work the same way. There they are right there. So what I'm gonna do, see if I can't get this to hang on here. There we go. Some spray paint. Just a little bit right in the hole. This is hopefully fast drying paint. You can see I just gave it a little shot so it doesn't run everywhere. I'm just guessing if I'm holding everything where it needs to be. Let me come back to it. Oh boy. Okay. We'll let that dry just a minute. Lunchtime. There's the door all in place from the hallway. Like I was telling him, now I can put my 1/2 inch by inch door stop around the 3 sides and make it look like it was supposed to be there. We'll clean some of that caulking up as time goes on. Baby's sleeping upstairs. I can't use the wonder tool. We're gonna have to call it a day right there, and I'll come back and finish this up tonight. Okay, I just took my wonder tool and cut the bottom of the door off right in there. I wanted to drop this down ever so slightly so I can get that lined up. All right, let me bring you up to speed here in a second. I only have about 15 minutes to do this. So the shim will protect the floor, and it lets me take off, about 1/8 of an inch. Okay, come up here. I'm going through the thickest part of the door right now. Door jamb. Almost done. one little spot. Come on. Now that'll drop all the way to the floor and look real nice. This is called a split jamb. So there's still plastic on here. I don't want to take that off yet. So it looks like my margins are real nice. Door opens freely. So now what you do, you put shims between your framing. Very few shims no shims over here on the hinge side. You want to keep that to a minimum. Over here, I need to put some blocking and some spacing. Usually nothing up top. If this sags, we don't want it pushing on the header. And then my jamb clips into these pins. And I'll show you that. I'm on babysitting. Can't wake the baby.